Before we look at lessons 3.5 and 3.6, let's look at the comprehension check for the reading Finding an Apartment. Number 1, it's not good to ask the owner a lot of questions. False. Number 2, tenants always get a free parking space. That's false. And 3, some apartments don't have a lease. That's true. Lesson 3.5 is on there is and there are. We use there is or there are to introduce a subject, especially with a location or a time. On this table, we see the singular affirmative, the singular negative, the plural affirmative, and the plural negative. Let's start with the singular affirmative. We have a column for there and is, a and or one, singular subject, and location and or time. There is an air conditioner in the bedroom. There is one dryer in the basement. There is a rent increase this year. Now remember, in this case we use an, and in this case we use a. The general rule is we use an when the next word starts with a vowel, A, E, I, O, or U. We use the word a when the following word starts with a consonant, as in this case, R, rent. Let's look at the singular negative. There isn't a back door in my apartment. There isn't an elevator in the building. Again, notice that in this case we use a because the next word starts with a consonant. In this case we use the word an because the following word starts with a vowel. There is no elevator in the building. That's another way to show the negative of this. There isn't an elevator in the building, or there is no elevator in the building. I guess someone's at my door. Now let's look at the plural affirmative. We looked at singular affirmative, then singular negative. Now let's look at plural affirmative and then plural negative. For plural affirmative, there's our plural, are. There are smoke detectors near the bedrooms. There are several windows in the bedroom. There are some children in the building. There are 2 closets in the hall. So there is the same for singular and plural, but the is becomes are when it's plural. There are smoke detectors, more than one, plural. Windows, more than one. Children, the irregular form of the plural child is children. And closets. And now for the plural negative. There aren't any new tenants this month. We use are not because the subject is plural. There are not or there aren't any new tenants this month. There are no parking spaces on the street. This is another way to show the negative form. There are no parking spaces on the street. You could also say, there are no new tenants this month. And you can say, there aren't any parking spaces on the street. Both forms are fine. Now let's take a look at lesson 3.6. This lesson is on questions and short answers with there. Let's first look at the yes/no question and short answer, and then the statement. First in the singular, then the plural. Is there a laundry room in your dorm? Answer: no, there isn't, or no, there's not. Is there a smoke detector near the bedroom? Answer: yes, there is. Here's the statement. There is a laundry room in the building. Another statement. There is a smoke detector in the apartment. Now let's look at both of these together. Statement. There is a laundry room in the building. Is there a laundry room in your dorm? No, there isn't, or no, there's not. There is a smoke detector in the apartment. Is there a smoke detector near the bedroom? Yes, there is. Notice with the answer, we switch the words. For example, is there is the question, and there is the answer. These are reversed. This is the singular. Now let's go to the plural, questions and short answers with there. Are there any children on your floor? Yes, there are. Are there parking spaces for all the tenants? No, there aren't. And now the statements. There are some children in my building. There are parking spaces behind the building. Let's put the statements and the questions together. There are some children in my building. Question: are there any children on your floor? Answer: yes, there are. There are parking spaces behind the building. Question: are there parking spaces for all of the tenants? Answer: no, there aren't. Another example using the plural. How many apartments are there in your building? Answer: 25. Let's look at the statement. There are 10 apartments in my building. For how many question and short answer, we would say, how many apartments are there? Notice that the words have reversed. The statement order of words is there are. The answer order or question order of words is are there. How many are there?